Hello students, good morning to all. Today we will be studying chapter number 1 of your English grammar workbook, and the name of the chapter is Nouns and Pronouns. A noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. All of you must be knowing the simple definition of noun. Now in this chapter we will be studying the different kinds of nouns. Collective noun, material noun and abstract noun. The first one is collective nouns. It is the name of a number or collection of persons or things taken together and spoken of as a whole, as flock, crowd, police, army, committee, jury, furniture, etc. આ એવો ટાઈપનું નામ છે જેમાં બહુ બધી સેમ ટાઈપની વસ્તુઓને આપણે એક જ નામથી ડિનોટ કરીએ. લાઈક ફ્લોક છે તો બહુ બધા બર્ડ સાથે હોય તો એને આપણે ફ્લોક ઓફ બર્ડ્સ કહીએ. ક્રાઉડ છે તો બહુ બધા પીપલ સાથે ઊભા રહી હોય then we say that is a crowd of people, like this. It is a name of a number or collection of persons or things taken together. Persons કે things બધું સાથે લાવીને and it is spoken of as a whole. એક જ નામથી એ લોકોને denote થાય. That is a collective noun. Material noun. It is the name of a thing from which other things can be made. કંઈ પણ material. Example gold, silver, leather, water, milk, sugar, wood, wool, etc. કંઈ eating વસ્તુ પણ હોઈ શકે. Even that is a material. It can be something from which other things can be made. All these are called material nouns. Abstract nouns. It is a word that tells us about the nature, quality or action of a person or a thing. માણસની નેચર કે ક્વોલિટી કે એના હાવભાવ શું છે એ આપણને ખબર પડે. દેટ ઇઝ અ એબ્સ્ટ્રેક્ટ નાઉન. એ વસ્તુને આપણે પકડી નહીં શકીએ. વી કેન જસ્ટ ફીલ ઇટ. લાઇક ઓનેસ્ટી, એંગર, સેડનેસ, કાઇન્ડનેસ, ટ્રુથ, બ્યુટી, એક્ટિવિટી, એક્સેટ્રા. કાઉન્ટેબલ એન્ડ અનકાઉન્ટેબલ નાઉન્સ. All collective nouns can be changed into plural form. So, they are countable nouns. Collective nouns એટલે તો ઘણા એવી વસ્તુઓ જ હોય. So, they can be converted into plural. So, they are countable nouns. But, material and abstract nouns cannot be changed into plural form. Now, take an example of gold or silver. Can we say it as golds and silvers? આપણે એને golds ને silvers એમ કરીને નહીં કહી શકીએ ને. So, material noun cannot be converted into plural. So, they are uncountable nouns. Even abstract noun, we cannot convert them into plural. So, they are also uncountable nouns. Point to remember, uncountable nouns are always singular and taken a singular verb. Waters are necessary for life. That is an incorrect statement. Water material noun છે. આપણે waters નહીં કહી શકીએ એને. Water is necessary for life. This is the correct statement. These furnitures are for sale. This furniture is for sale. That is the correct statement. Singular માં જ લખાય હંમેશા. He did not care for my advices. Advice is an abstract noun. We can't write it as advices. He did not care for my advice. That is the correct statement. In this chapter, you will be learning 3 kinds of nouns, that is collective, material and abstract. Collective એટલે collection of person કે thing ને single નામથી denote કરીએ આપણે એની collective noun કહેવાય. Material noun means any kind of material from which some other thing can be made or which can be used for eating or etc. That are material noun. An abstract noun means which tells us the nature or the quality of a person or something. That is known as an abstract noun. Now we will be learning about pronouns. Pronoun is a word which can be used instead of a noun. If we take a sentence like, Hari is a good boy. He is very intelligent. So we used he instead of Hari. So that is the pronoun. A word which can be used instead of a noun is called a pronoun. First sentence માં આપણે શું લખ્યું? Hari is a good boy. હરી નાઉન છે ફર્સ્ટ સેન્ટેન્સમાં. ને નેક્સ્ટ સેન્ટેન્સમાં આપણે શું લખ્યું? હી ઇઝ વેરી ઇન્ટેલિજન્ટ. તો હરીની જગા પર આપણે હી યુઝ કર્યું. સો હી ઇઝ ધ પ્રોનાઉન. નાઉનની જગા પર જે વર્ડ યુઝ થઈ શકે એને પ્રોનાઉન કહેવાય. Pronouns are also of three kinds: demonstrative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, and reflexive pronouns. The first one is demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns are the pronouns which refer to a specific noun. કોઈ બી પર્ટિક્યુલર એક વસ્તુ માટે વાત કરતું હોય તેને demonstrative pronoun કહેવાય. In the following sentences, italicized words are demonstrative pronouns. This is my house. પર્ટિક્યુલર ઘેર તરફ જોઈને કહે છે this is my house. આપણે એક જ ઘરની વાત કરી રહ્યા છે હમણાં. So this is a demonstrative pronoun. That is Arav's bat. These are the things I don't like. Those are the apples went by my uncle. Your coat is black. Mine is white one. કોઈ પણ પર્ટિક્યુલર વસ્તુ માટે કંઈ દેખાડી રહેલું છે કોઈ વર્ડ, સો એને ડેમોન્સ્ટ્રેટિવ પ્રોનાઉન કહેવાય. These, that, these, those. The next one is indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns are the pronouns which do not refer to any person or thing in particular. Now this is an exact opposite of the demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns માં એક જ particular વસ્તુ માટે વાત ચાલતી હોય. But in indefinite pronoun, it does not refer to a person or thing in particular. In the following sentences, italicized words are indefinite pronouns. All were drowned. Some are born great. Anybody can do that. None escaped unhurt. Everyone wants to be happy. અહીંયા કોઈ પણ પર્ટિક્યુલર માણસ માટે વાત નથી ચાલતી. ઓવરઓલ બધા માટે થઈ રહેલી છે. ઓલ, સમ, એનીબડી, નન, એવરીવન. કોઈ પણ પર્ટિક્યુલર માણસને પોઈન્ટ આઉટ કર્યું આ બધા સેન્ટેન્સીસમાં. So, indefinite pronouns is exact opposite of demonstrative pronouns. Point to remember. If a noun is used with a demonstrative pronoun or indefinite pronoun, then it does not remain a pronoun. Then it becomes an adjective. Look at the use of italicized words in the following sentences. Pronouns. This is my house. That is Arav's bat. Those are the apples sent by Anu. All were drowned. Some are born great. This house is mine. That bat belongs to Arav. Those apples were sent by Anu. All the boys were drowned. Some men are born great. Now the third type of pronoun which we will learn is reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns. When self is added to personal pronouns like my, your, her, it, and selves to our, your, them, we get reflexive pronouns. Personal pronouns એટલે first person pronouns હોય તે my, your, her, it. તેમાં self add કરીને કાં તો પછી our, your ને them માં selves add કરીને આપણે reflexive pronouns મળે. હવે my, your, her, it એમાં self add કરશું તો myself, yourself, herself, itself એવા words બનશે. ને સેલ્વ્સ એડ કરશું તો આર સેલ્વ્સ, યોર સેલ્વ્સ, themselves આવા વર્ડ્સ બનશે. So these are known as reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are used as the object of a verb when the subject and the object are the same person. Now in these sentences, singular first we'll see I hurt myself. I and myself are the same person. હું મારી જ વાત કરી રહેલી છું. Hurt is the verb. So in this sentence, the object as well as the subject are the same person. You hurt yourself. He hurt himself. She hurt herself. The horse hurt itself. In all these sentences, the object and the subject are the same. એટલે first word and sentence no last word. They are same. Plural ma again the same thing is applied. We hurt ourselves. You hurt yourselves. They hurt themselves. Reflexive pronouns are used similarly after a verb plus preposition. As in the first way we learned how the reflexive pronouns can be used with a verb only. ખાલી verb સાથે કેવી રીતે આપણે reflexive pronouns use કરી શકીએ. Now in the next part we will learn verb plus preposition. He spoke to himself. Spoke is the verb. To is the preposition. You all have learned the preposition chapter in the above semesters. યાદ છે ને બધાને? પ્રેપોઝિશન એટલે શું? ઇટ ડિનોટ્સ ધ પ્લેસ ઓફ અ નાઉન. જગ્યા, ઉપર છે, નીચે છે, અંદર છે, બહાર છે, ઇન, અબવ, between, under, all these are prepositions. So reflexive pronouns can also be used with verb plus preposition. Did she pay for herself? Pay is the verb. For is the preposition. Look after yourself. Look is the verb. After is the preposition. Reflexive pronouns આવી રીતે પણ યુઝ થઈ શકે. But if the preposition indicates locality, એટલે જગા દેખાડેલું છે, we use the ordinary, not the reflexive pronouns as did you take your dog with you? જગા દેખાડે છે આપણે, સાથે લઈ ગયું એમ. They put the child between them. Between is a place. Did he have any money with him? So with such prepositions, ordinary pronouns will be used and reflexive pronouns will not be used. એટલે self વાળા pronouns નહીં use થશે. You, them, him, all these are normal pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are never used as a subject. એટલે કોઈ બી દિવસ સેન્ટેન્સના સ્ટાર્ટિંગમાં રિફ્લેક્સિવ પ્રોનાઉન્સ નહીં યુઝ થઈ શકે. Subject means the starting part of the sentence. Look at the incorrect sentences and the correct sentences. Myself went there. It is a wrong sentence. I went there myself. This is the correct sentence. Myself સબ્જેક્ટ તરીકે યુઝ થયેલું પહેલા સેન્ટેન્સમાં, એટલે એ રોંગ છે. સેન્ટેન્સના સ્ટાર્ટિંગમાં નહીં યુઝ થઈ શકે રિફ્લેક્સિવ પ્રોનાઉન્સ. Yourself can do that. It is a wrong sentence. You can do it yourself. Himself was to blame. He himself was to blame. સેન્ટેન્સના સ્ટાર્ટિંગમાં રિફ્લેક્સિવ પ્રોનાઉન્સ નહીં યુઝ થઈ શકે. It can be in the middle of the sentence or at the ending of the sentence. Reflexive pronouns can also be used to emphasize a noun or pronoun. We call them emphatic pronouns. એટલે કોઈ પર્ટિક્યુલર નાઉન કે પ્રોનાઉન પર વધારે ધ્યાન આપી શકે તેવા પણ રિફ્લેક્સિવ પ્રોનાઉન્સ આવે. We'll see some sentences. I solved the problem myself. मैं जाते problem solve करी. We solved the problem ourselves. You solved the problem yourself. She solved the problem herself. They solved the problems themselves. સમજ પડી બધાને? We learned the nouns which are of three types: collective nouns, material nouns and abstract nouns. And then we learned pronouns that were also of three types: demonstrative pronouns, indefinite pronouns and reflexive pronouns. I hope all of you must have understood this chapter thoroughly. Thank you. Goodbye.